should start now. Apologies for this valuable time of yours being spent because of this issue. Now I can see the notification that it is getting live streamed. All right, so perfect. Live stream has started, and apologies for the confusion, which costed us a few valuable moments. So let's get started with the session. So I'm starting the screen share, and we will get started. And let me just go full screen, and let me also hide this so that it is not obstructing your view. So I've started the screen share, and we are going to start with a very basic question so that your fundamentals are clear about the online store. But before that, I need a little help from you. If anyone from the audience, if any of the participant can confirm that you are able to see my screen. So I've started the screen share, just wanted to confirm that you are able to see. So you can use the chat feature to chat, yes, you are able to see my screen. Thank you for confirming that you are able to see my screen. So as I was mentioning earlier, that we are going to start with a fundamental question. What is a online store? Now, why are we going into that? Because we have to understand what is the process of creating an online store, and I will certainly be walking you through that. But it is important to understand the concept, because if the concept is clear, then obviously the process becomes easy, right? So understanding the process, because when the why is clear, what is the objective, what are you trying to achieve? When the end goal is clear, then the journey is relatively easy to comprehend and understand, right? So that's why I'll be taking few minutes of yours to help you understand what is a online store. All right, so this is a question which I also want to ask the participants, the audience here, that what do you think, what is an online store, right? I'm going to share with you in next a minute or so, but I am curious. I want to understand what is your understanding, what is your interpretation, right? What do you think is a online store? And this is where it is not like an examination where you have to be absolutely accurate, otherwise there will be negative marking. Nothing like that. So whatever you think, whatever comes to your mind, you can share that with us through the chat, that this is what I think is an online store. You can let us know, and then certainly we'll move on. So please do let us know using chat. So anyone from the audience? Yes, few of the participants have a digital platform for trading products, right? Anyone else? Anyone else who would like to give it a try? Virtual sales, yes. So I think all the participants who have shared their responses, they are correct. Now I'm going to walk you through what is a online store. So online store is a website or a computer file, and I'm just reading the theory definition which is available. So online store is a website or a computer file used to provide examples of a person's work or product offering by a business in a digital format, which can easily be accessed digitally by a prospective customer. Now, like any typical theory definition or a textbook definition, it is kind of complicated and difficult to understand. So I'm going to simplify that for you. And a simplified version is a online store is a website. But that leads to another question, right? Does every website be called a online store? Certainly not. There are certain features, capabilities, or characteristics, like whatever term you would like to define it. But there are certain features. If those features are there in a website, then it can be called a online store. Otherwise, it can't be classified or called an online store. What are those features? The first one is it should be showcasing information about the product or services of that business. So if there's a website that is not showcasing, it is just showcasing information about that business and nothing about the product, it can't be called a online store, right? That is the first requirement. The second requirement is it should have the capability, should have the feature to accept orders if it is a B2C or D2C business wherein they want to receive orders or generate leads. And the third one is it's showcasing information about the business, which is assumed like any website, and every website should be doing that, right? So these are the three capabilities which a website should possess, and then it can be called or classified as a online store. All right. So that is about the online store. Now, a subsequent question which comes, and that is how many types of online store can be there? So there are broadly four types of online store which can be there. So the first one is which allows you to generate leads. And the second one is which allows you to generate orders. The third one is which allows you to do both the things at the same time. And the fourth one is which is used for B2B bulk ordering. These are the four type of online store which can be created. Now, I'm not going to bore you with this boring presentation more. So I'm going to switch the screen. I'm going to take you to few examples, and that's where we'll try to understand with real life examples. So that will help you absorb this concept in a better way. Now, for benefit of everyone's understanding, I'm deliberately starting with examples which are D2C or B2C, wherein the organizations are selling to retail customers, because online shopping is something that all of us do on a day-to-day basis. So these are something which we are all familiar with. We see these kind of structures and constructs on a daily basis, so we'll be able to relate to it. So that's why I'm starting with a more common life example or something that anyone and everyone can relate to. So this is an example of a D2C or an organization that is selling to retail customers, wherein customers are purchasing for their personal consumption. And this is an example. So I'm going to just open one of their products, and this is where a customer can come. So, for example, if I want to buy these shuttles for badminton, I can come here and I can place an order. So, this is an example of a digital catalog. Now, if we try to apply those three principles that we saw in the presentation, so those three principles are getting applied or not. So the first one was it should be showcasing products or services if it is service-based organization. So certainly this website is doing that. The second was it should have a capability to accept orders or generate leads. So it certainly has the capability to accept orders. The third one was it should be showcasing information about that business. Is it doing that? So let's check. So if we scroll down, and we have a about us page. So this is where it has quite a bit of information about the promoters, etc., etc. So a lot of information is available about the organization as well. So this website can be called a digital catalog, right? Obviously, it is an example, and I've chosen it as an example. So logically, yes, this website qualifies. But just to connect with what we had discussed in the presentation. That's why I was just explaining. So this is one type of digital catalog. This is on the similar lines as it is a natural beauty product brand, and this is their digital catalog that we are looking at. So I'll also open one of their products. So this is their product, and again, the interaction is add to cart and buy now. So a customer can come and they can place an order. It can be a domestic customer or an international customer. So this is one type of digital catalog that you can create. Now, if you are a B2B sellers, you are into a industry where it is not practically possible to sell to individuals, and your customers are institutions or factories or organizations will be thirdly buying in bulk. And now the example that I'm showing to you on the screen is just looking at the visuals, you'll agree these are hardcore industrial products, right? So this is also an example of digital catalog. Now, again, going back to those three principles, so it should be showcasing products. Is it showcasing product? Yes, there are categories, and it is a showcasing product. It should have a capability to accept orders or generate leads. So it is generating leads. There's a request quotation, and it should be also showcasing information about the business. So is it doing that? Yes, it is doing that. So it can be classified or called a digital catalog. So this digital catalog, contrary to the other examples which I showed you, this is where retail customers like me, they are going there and placing order. Whereas here, what is happening? People are coming and they are sending inquiry. Let me show you another example. So this is an organization that is into the business of offering equipment for stadiums or sports institutions. And just looking at the visuals, obviously, this isn't something that an individual will be buying, so only organizations are buying. Now here, although the visuals are there, there's a video and there's a brochure and a lot of technical information is also available about the product. The interaction is different as compared to the other interaction which I was showing you. The interaction is different. So the difference is, this is where a prospective customer or someone who's interested in buying this product, they are sending them an inquiry that, hey, we are interested to buy this product. And then they'll connect with them, understand the requirement, how many ground rollers they'll be needing, where do they have to deliver, etc. So those kind of details, I don't have to elaborate much on that. So once they have those details, then they will connect and take the discussion forward, right? So this is where you are generating an interest. So someone who's interested in doing business with you, they are expressing their interest that this is something that we are interested to buy from you, and then you are taking the discussion forward. Whereas here, a retail customer in small quantities, they are placing an order. Now, curiously, sometimes people have asked me that why can't we sell the products in larger quantities? You can do that, but that's not something that works in a more B2B business. So that's where we have a separate capability that you can leverage if you want to do that. Whereas with using this capability, you're generating leads, right? And this is also a question which gets asked sometime, and especially from the individuals who are into B2B business, and they have this sort of skepticism, or they doubt that online store or anything digital can be leveraged very, very effectively and very powerfully by some businesses, or any business that is into B2C or D2C that are selling to retail customers. But when it comes to B2B, it can't be leveraged in an equal scale. But the reality is that you can do that. This is where, because now this is a digital uh, platform, this is a online store, so it can be effectively marketed online, and you can run digital ads, and you can easily connect with the relevant customers, and you can then link this online store across multiple channels like GlobalLinker Marketplace or ONDC if you are into retail sales, or Indian Business Portal if you are into exports, and through that you can generate a lot of traffic inquiries and business as well, right? So this is the second type of digital catalog that you can create. There is a third type also. This is obviously a product that looks more suitable for online sales, wherein customers will be coming and they will be placing an order. And you are absolutely right in your interpretation, but there is another hidden capability here: send inquiry. Add to cart is also there. So as a customer, I can go and I can place an order. At the same time, if I happen to be a business owner and I'm wanting to buy this product for my business, I need 100 units of this product, I can send them an inquiry that, hey, we are interested to buy this product in bulk. Share with us the best price that you're going to offer, right? So that is also possible, right? So this is where the same website, the same online store is catering to two types of audience. One is retail customers who are buying for their personal consumption in smaller quantities. At the other hand, it is also generating leads from prospective buyers who are wanting to buy these products in bulk from you, for obviously for their business. right? So this is the third type of digital catalog. There is a fourth type of digital catalog, which is this. Now, if you look at this website, you will say that it looks like a typical online shopping website. By the way, this is a quite popular kitchen appliances and kitchenware brand. So if you go to the website, it looks like a typical online shopping website, and you are right in your interpretation, because on the face of it, it looks like that, but it also has this capability which caters to the B2B bulk buying. How does this work? So this brand sells through a vast network of retailers, shop owners who are selling their product. Now, anytime these shops have to buy their products again as replenishments, they need more units to sell their customers. So they have to wait for their salesperson to come, or they have to approach them to get the replenishments. Now, leveraging digital technology, they don't have to chase anyone to get the replenishments. All they have to do is to log in and they can place it. Obviously, those sellers are needless to mention. They are already onboarded. So onboarded. So just imagine that I am a shop owner, and I'd been running my shop. I'd been selling their product. Now, most of their products are sold, and I need newer products to be sold in my shop. And I had been doing business with them, so they have already onboarded me, and they have told me that this is our website. You come here, input your mobile number and log in, and then you place an order. Now, when I'm logging in after that, I'll get the special price that the brand has committed. So they have told me that Adnan, whenever you will be buying, we'll be giving you a 10% discount on the price of the product across the categories. So whenever I'll be making the purchase, I'll get that promised 10% discount. The system will be making sure that I'm getting that discounts. Now, in addition to that, there is a minimum order quantity commitment also sometime, that I'll be giving you a 10% discount, but you have to buy minimum 5 pieces of each item. System can ensure that is also happening. And the third is credit. So B2B business operates a lot on credit. So that is also taken care of. So if the brand is offering me a credit of 10 days, 15 days, etc., that is also provided to me of X amount, and I can leverage that, I can use that, and I can easily place an orders, right? So all those nuances or intricacies which are there for bulk ordering, all of them, or especially the regular routine B2B bulk ordering, not a one-time one, a regular one. So all of those are taken care by the system itself. And very conveniently, you don't have to focus on getting the orders because those orders can be conveniently placed by the customers. You can work on expanding your network and adding more B2B channel partners or trade partners, right? So that is the third or the fourth type of digital catalog. The first one was this one, wherein customers are placing order. The second one was this one, where they are sending an inquiry. The third one was this one, wherein inquiries on orders are happening. And the fourth one is where the bulk ordering is happening. Now, curiously, many times people have also asked me that what is the difference between this interaction, wherein someone is sending an inquiry. Let me open that product once again. So this is where we can see send inquiry. So someone is sending an inquiry, whereas a bulk B2B order is getting placed. So what is the difference between both the interactions? So in this case, a individual or organization is expressing interest. They haven't given you an order that we have bought your product and now you have to ship it to us. That's not happening. This is where they're expressing interest, that we are interested to do business with you. You are getting a lead. Whereas in this case, you're getting an order. They have placed an order, and you have to now process that order and deliver the items to the customer or trade partner, right? So this where I think we have spent a lot of time. I had opened a few of other examples as well, so we'll just keep it for other time, and this where we'll now begin on the actual thing, and that is how to create your online store, right? So, a hypothesis or a starting point that we are assuming for today's discussion, or uh, the way forward here, is that you have already signed up and created an account, and I'm assuming all of you have already done that. If you haven't done that, then you simply go and you can create an account. Now, why am I not sharing that? Right? So it is not like something I'm trying to avoid spending few more minutes with you, nothing like that, because many of you are joining from various countries, and you are joining through various partnerships that we have. So some of you may be coming from UA through our partnership that we have with ADCB. Some of you may be coming from Sri Lanka, where we have partnership with Commercial Bank Leap. So we through those partnerships you should sign up and create your account. So that's why I'm not covering that, because we have various partnerships, and through those you can sign up and create your account. So through your respective partnerships, if you haven't already signed up and created an account, please do that, and then you can follow the steps that I am going to explain to you. All right. So what are the steps of creating your online store? The very first thing that you have to do is to sign up and create an account. If you haven't created, or if you already have an account, then log into your account. And once you have logged in, then you have to click on this button which says online store, right? So I have to click on that. I have done that, and a new tab is opening. Now, sometimes I've observed that certain people, certain individuals face a challenge that once they click on this button, which I was showing you, yeah, this button, nothing happens. They click on it and nothing happens. And then they approach our help desk and nothing is happening. Your system is broken. And when we connect with them, uh, why nothing is happening by when they're clicking on online store? Because there's a pop-up blocker which is blocking this new tab from opening. Obviously, the browser will be notifying you that I have blocked a pop-up. So you have to just allow, in case you have a pop-up blocker, and that is blocking that. So you will get a notification on browser that one pop-up is blocked, and just allow, and that will open the control panel. This is the control panel. We call it the seller panel, but you can call it any name. Name does not matter. What you are able to achieve through it, what you are able to do with it matters. So this is the control panel. And I'll just repeat once again. The first step is obviously to log into your account, or if you haven't signed up, sign up and uh, open your account. And once you're inside your account, this is the account dashboard that we call. So you have to click on the online store, which will open this tab or this page on your browser. Now, once you are on this page, this is where it is extremely important that you should not get confused. Because what happens, a lot of people see, oh, there is a product thing. Let's go there. Let's start uploading products there, and we'll be done. We'll be able to create an online store. No, you will just be adding products to your profile, and you should not do that. Why the browser hangs up, I'm not sure why it is happening, but you will be adding products here to your profile. You will not be creating an online store, right? So that is a option which is to be used by organizations or individuals who are not interested in having an online store, right? So for those, they can use these features. But for us, we have to create on convert. Now I'm going to just repeat, although I may be sounding a little irritating, but this is important because I don't want you to make this mistake. And the mistake is that once you are on this page, don't click on anything else other than convert now. You have to just click on convert now. If you're going here, that's where you will be able to upload the product, but you'll not get a feature packed online store similar to what I showed you. You'll not be able to get something that of that sort. All right. So don't forget doing that. So we'll have to click on convert now, which will open the overlay or pop-up, whatever you would want to call it. So here we have three options or three questions. What is the main purpose approximately our product? Would you like to have the minimum order quantity feature? You can use or you can select a appropriate option as per your business requirement, and then you can click on next. So these are fairly simple questions. And that will bring us to the second overlay. And this is where you'll see there are a number of design options, and you are required to choose any one of them as per your liking. Although technically this is a step which will hardly take you like 2 seconds, but a lot of people we have seen get confused here, and there are certain myths or certain misunderstanding that we have understood over the years that people get. So I'll try to clear those misunderstandings. The first misunderstanding or misconception that people have is related to the theme selection itself. And that misunderstanding is that what if we are not able to change the theme that we have selected? So, for example, I select this theme, just talking hypothetically, I select this theme. Now, for some reason, after 2 days or after a week or after a month, I don't like it. I feel that it is not doing the justice with my product. Can I change that? So a lot of people assume that they'll not be able to change, whereas that is not the reality. The reality is that you'll be able to change the theme very easily whenever you want. In fact, you'll be able to change within 5 seconds. Technically, you'll be able to change that, although realistically, because you have to upload banners and do a little bit of customization as well. So it takes a little longer, but technically from one theme to another theme within 5 seconds, you'll be able to switch, right? So that is the first misconception that people have related to this theme. Now, that misconception typically have is there with the individuals or organizations who have previously created their website, and on the conventional model, you start with a theme. So you select a theme and then you input every piece of information into it, and that's where you're done with that. You can't change. If you have to change the theme, you end up getting the website created once again, right? So I don't blame their ignorance. That's how the industry used to operate in historically, but that's not the case anymore. So you can change the design theme as you like whenever you want. You can change that, right? So that is the first misconception. The second misconception is related to the visuals that you're seeing here. So some people assume that this particular theme, I'm not sure how big the visuals are on your screen, but there are visuals of electronic products like monitors, laptops, etc. So they assume that this theme is to be used only by businesses that are into the sale, or they are in the business of selling these electronic products, and no one else should use this theme. This assumption is also wrong. Any theme can be used by any business. The visuals that we are showing here, these are only for example, because otherwise you'll not be able to comprehend, you'll not be able to visualize how will it look. So that's why we are showing these visuals, that's why we are showing these examples. But any theme can be used by any business, right? So that is the second misconception. The third one is actually a very important question, or a problem that many of us face. And the problem is, how do I choose a suitable design theme? Because everything is looking nice. And obviously, at this stage, you can't take that decision. So you have to just select a design template. But how do I make that selection? Because I'm not a extremely creative person. So everything looks beautiful to me. This looks beautiful. This looks beautiful. This looks beautiful. This is also looking beautiful, right? So how do I make that choice? So, in order to make that choice, you have to follow a process, and the process is that you have to obviously choose a theme here and complete this process. Once you have completed this journey of creating your online store, then you have to upload few products. 2, 3 will also suffice. Actual products. I'm not talking about the dummy products. You're just randomly uploading some visuals and some information. No, actual product or service. Once you have done that, then you go to the theme section, apply a theme, see how that product is appearing on the front end, then apply the second theme, see how that product is appearing on the front end. You'll have to invest some time into it. It will take half an hour, 45 minutes, but you will be able to see and see for yourself that which is the theme that is showcasing your product in the most beautiful manner. And that is the theme that you have to choose. All right. So that is the third question or misconception, or a problem to be more precise. All right. Now, coming back to the action that we have to do here, we are expected, or we are required to select a design template. And I'm going to choose a template which is called Destiny. Why am I doing that? Because I have banners created for this, pre-created banners for this. So that's why I've chosen that. But in your case, you can choose any design template as per your liking. And you can change it. If you're not liking it, you can change it at a later time as per your requirement, which will bring us on the third and the last overlay. And this is where we have two input fields. The first one is the store name, and this is where you can see the business name is pre-populated. Now, this is where people curiously ask me that what are we expected to input here? We can see already the business name is already there, but what are we expected? So if you're not operating a popular brand, so in that case, it has to be your business name. But if you're operating a popular brand, so in that case, it can be your brand name as well. So if you're selling a popular brand, so in that case, it will be your brand name. If that's not the case, it will be your business name. All right, so that is the store name, and then we have the store URL. Now, store URL is another question magnet where we get a lot of questions. So the first question, and I'll again be starting with something which is very basic, and that is what is a URL? So in very simple, uncomplicated way, URL is something that we type to open a website. So, for example, if you have to open Google, what do we type? We type google.com and it opens Google's website, right? So, that is URL. Now, what are we trying to do here? We are trying to specify the URL. So, tomorrow, when someone is typing this URL, they'll be opening your website. So, for example, the examples of digital catalogs which I was showing you. So, here, if you type snovaz, SNOVAZ.com, then you'll open this website. Or if you are typing paperflex.in, you'll be opening this website. Or if you are typing milk.com, you'll be opening this website, right? So these milk.com or paperflex or Snovas or Japan, these are the URLs of this website. Now that leads to the question, what is this linker.store? So linker.store is our subdomain that we are providing to our members, and you can use it for as long period as you want. So I'm just opening an example. I think I accidentally closed this. So this is where there's a business that is in the manufacturing of match sticks and other products, and they are using linker.store. So this is where I'm not sure how large it is or how readable it is on your device, on your screen. But it is Bhavika Apex Industries, Bhavi Apex Industries, sorry, .linker.store. So it is your choice. If you want to use linker.store, you can do that. Or if you want to take it live on your own domain, .com, .in, .org, that is your choice. You can do that. In fact, if you're uh, not feeling comfortable doing that because that is slightly technical, so you can approach our help desk and our team will be more than happy to help and guide you, right? So that is about the linker.store. Now, curiously, people are also ask me like, why are you offering your subdomain, this linker.store thing? What is the objective? So objective is twofold. One is to make this journey, this process that we are going through as simple as possible. Just imagine if we had asked you to point the DNS of your domain to our server or to implement an SSL, that would have been little overwhelming for you, and we understand that. So the first objective and the primary objective is to make this journey as convenient as possible. And the second objective, I think that is a greater objective, is to provide our members a option to create sustainable digital presence. And when I'm talking about sustainability, I'm not talking about the environmental sustainability. I'm talking about long-term sustainability. I'm not sure how many of you had created websites in the past. If you have, you will agree that there are a number of cost heads associated with the websites. For example, you have to buy a domain and renew that. You have to buy an SSL. I'm not talking on the wildcard SSL, positive DV SSL that typically costs around few thousand rupees every year. And then hosting and tech support, and then you have to have a resource that can make changes onto the website, etc. So there are a number of cost heads associated with the website managing and operating. Forget about doing the marketing part of it, just operating the website. There are a number of cost heads associated. Now, because of those cost heads, many MSMEs or micro organizations or micro enterprises, they shy away from creating their digital presence. So it is not like they don't want to do it, but just because of the financial constraints, they avoid doing that. And because of that, they are being significantly disadvantaged. Now, we want to give them a solution that they can use, and using this solution, they'll be able to create a sustainable digital presence, which means they don't have to worry about the domain registration or renewal. They don't have to worry about the SSL. We are taking care of that. They don't have to worry about the hosting, and they don't have to worry about any AMC or tech support, but that is all taken care, right? So they will be able to create a sustainable digital presence for their business. Sorry. So that is about the linker.store. So this is where in this input field, you are expected to type your business name. So this is where you can see I've typed the North Star Enterprises. If it is a really long business name, because the input field is 25 characters wide. So if it is a really long business name, so in that case, you may have to do a little bit of editing. And at a later time, you can obviously take it live on your own domain. So on this overlay, once you have reviewed the store name, and if it is okay, you can leave it there. Or if Any changes are required, you can make that. And here you have to type your business name without any space or any special character, and maximum 25 characters allowed. Once you are done, click on create e-store, and it will take few seconds, and the page will reload. And this is where now you'll see there are a number of new options that have started appearing. This is where you can see the number of new options. We'll close this overlay. And here you have store setup. There's a button which says store setup. You can click on that, and it will reveal that there were actually 5 steps, and we have completed 2 steps out of those. So now we have to complete the five remaining 3 steps to complete the online store creation journey. Now, to complete the remaining steps, you can do it from this bubble that you're seeing here. But I'll recommend that you can go to the home screen. To go to the home screen, you have to click on this icon on the top, which looks like a house. You have to click on that, which will bring you here. And this is where you have to complete these steps. So I'll just close the overlays. So we have closed the overlays, and this is where we have the 3 steps that you have to complete. The first one is create your card log, set up shipping zones, and the third is activate payment. So let's complete the first step, and that is where we have to upload one product as part of this journey. Minimum one product has to be uploaded. So we have clicked on that big blue button, and it has brought us here. This is where we have to upload just one product, and I'll be sharing with you a more detailed video where I have explained how to upload the product, because we don't have time to go through this journey. Otherwise, it will take a hour or at least 45 minutes to just go through this journey. So we don't have that much time. So I'll just quickly fill in the details, and I will share a separate video, a tutorial video with you about the product upload, so you can understand it in detail at a later point in time. But I'll certainly walk you through these steps. The first one is the product name. So whatever the product that you're uploading. So I'm going to upload a shirt. So it is a men's and I have to select the category. So this is the men's shirt category. HS code you should add. That will help you in the search. Then you have to brand. So you can add the brand name by clicking on add brand. Type the brand name, upload the logo. I'm not doing that. Then you have accept order and accept inquiry. Now, if you're selecting accept orders, you'll be able to give this kind of interaction on your website, right? So if you want people to place an order on your website, then you have to select what? Accept order. So if you're selecting this is the kind of interaction which will be there on your website. Now, if you're selecting inquiry, if you're not selecting accept order, so in that case, you will have this kind of an interaction wherein prospective customers will be sending an inquiry. Now, related to this, you can see post price on request. So price on request can be enabled by clicking this option. So do not show price. If you have ticked it, if you have clicked on it, then the price will not be displayed. It will be showing price on request. But if you have not clicked it, if you haven't selected that, in that case, whatever price that you're adding here will be displayed, right? So please be cautious of that. Can you select both the options? Yes, certainly you can do that. That will allow you to do both the things on the website, right? So for today's demonstration, I'll select both the options. Then we have selling price, and then discount price is optional. We can upload or add it later. Then you have to select the unit. So this is the units. So I've selected that. And then you have summary description. So this is the brief description of the product. Then you have the SKU code. So SKU code is a alphanumeric unit, which is used to define or identify a product. So it cannot have anything other than alphabets or numbers. And there are 2 special characters which are allowed. One is underscore, and second is dash. So this is the second dash, basically in minus sign. So underscore and dash, these are the 2 special characters which are allowed in the SKU code. So that is the SKU code. Then adjoining that is product code. So product code is used to help the system identify products that have variance. So, for example, the product that we were looking at earlier, it has two pack sizes, 50 gram and 20 gram. So if you have these kind of products, which the same product has multiple options, so in that case, you have to provide the product code. Otherwise, you can leave it or ignore it. Stock, I don't think needs elaboration. Threshold is basically reorder level. Minimum order quantity by default is one. If you want to input a higher number, you can do that. Minimum inquiry quantity is also by default one, but if you want to input a higher value, you can do that. Country of origin, so where the product is manufactured or cultivated, you can input that. Category, e-store category, it is optional. If you want to select, you can input that. So you can, this is casual shirt. So I'm adding it as a category. This e-store category is not shown on the front end. It is only for setting up navigation. Product labels and tags are promotional tools. And then you also get a feature to upload the PDF. So if you recall, I was showing you an example where a seller has added the PDF. So this is where you can see product brochure is also added. So if you want to upload a product brochure, you can do that using this feature. And then we have additional information. So this is where you have to add a long description or additional information about the product. Now down below, this is where you have the weight and dimensions. So weight and dimensions are used to calculate the delivery fee of the order. This is one of the method and an optional one. So it can be added at a later stage. It can be added in bulk as well. Then we have variant. So variant is used to tell the system what are the variations of the product. So same product, same t-shirt available in multiple colors or same shoe available in different sizes, right? So the variations are defined using this feature. So here first is attribute name. So attribute is the basis of variation. So for example, we are uploading a shirt. So the basis of variation is size. It can be color also. So we'll be using size for the benefit of time. So size, and then we have to add values here. So for example, small, and I have to press comma to make the system accept it. So I'm pressing comma, small is accepted. And here you can see this row has started appearing. Second is medium, and the third is large. Again, you have to type the variant value here. So for example, I have typed large, and the moment I'll press comma on my keyboard, you'll notice that the system has accepted it and it has started appearing here. So small, medium, large. If we had separate images for each of the variant, those can be uploaded from here. This is where we have the SQ codes, and these are created by the system for us, and these are editable. So for example, I'm editing here, adding SML to help me identify which are the variants. And then we have the selling price and the stock. So it can be changed. So for example, the medium variant is 1,100 rupees expensive, and this is again 100 rupees expensive. So like that, I can do that. Last is SEO information. This is meta title and description. These are crucial. Meta keyword is optional because the search engine don't give much weightage or any weightage to keywords anymore. So if you want, you can add it. Otherwise, you can ignore it. But meta title and description are crucial. And there's something wherein the best option is, unless you are a SEO expert, is to use AI tools. These AI tools are very, very good in generating the meta title and description. In fact, the tutorial video, which I was sharing with you earlier, that I'll be sharing a tutorial video wherein I have explained the process of uploading the product in detail. There I've also explained how you can generate this content using AI. So you can refer that video and you'll be able to understand the process of generating meta title and description. But the important point which I want to share with you is that you should not ignore adding or forget adding meta title and description. If you're doing that, that is where you are compromising on the searchability and discoverability of your business, right? So it is sort of criminal from a entrepreneur's perspective. So the last thing that we have to do now is to upload the product. So we'll click on this large placeholder, which will reveal this icon, which looks like a pencil. You have to click on that, and which will open the image manager. Now, impulsively, people click on the upload button and they immediately start uploading the product. But if you are someone who has a large catalog, then I would suggest, or even otherwise, even if you don't have a large catalog, it is better to put the images in the product folder itself. So this is where we have the product. I'm inside the product folder. I'm creating a folder for blue shirt. And the folder is created, and I'll click on the upload, and I will quickly select the images from my device. Just give me a quick second to, here I have the product images. I'm not sure. Let me check it here. Yeah. So I think there was some issue with that folder. So we have 4 images. I've selected all of them, and they are uploaded, or they are now getting uploaded onto the image manager. Now, the next thing that we have to do is to tell the system which should be the first image. So this looks like good image to be the first image. If it appears a little blurred here, don't worry, it will appear absolutely fine on the front end. Now we have to select or tell the system which should be the second image. So I'll just quickly select. This can be a good second image. Now the same thing, we are clicking on the image placeholder, opening the image manager, and this is the third image and the last one. So total 6 images can be uploaded. We are uploading 4, so it does not mean that these 2 placeholders will appear. Minimum is 1 image, but ideally you should be uploading at least 3 images. If you are uploading less than 3 images, that's where you are, again, not doing justice to your own business. So we have added all the information. Let's click on save, and that will upload the product. So that will complete one more step. Minimum 1 product is required. We have completed that step. So we'll again click on the home icon, and we'll go to the home screen. And the remaining 2 steps are fairly quick, so we'll be able to do them fairly quickly. So next is set up shipping zone, and for that we'll again be clicking on the big blue button, and that will bring us to the shipping management interface and in the shipping zone. And this is the default zone which is there. So there are 2 values that we have to update. One is the estimated time. So I'll just put 3 there, and the fixed rate, I'll just add 100. Now, in case you are curious, what are we doing here? So shipping zone capability is used to calculate and charge a delivery fee from the customer. So this feature is used to define how much delivery fee has to be charged from the customer, right? But at this stage, because we are setting up the store, so obviously we don't know what will be the delivery charges. And to get those delivery charges, firstly, we'll have to sign up with a courier company. So I'll just quickly show you from where you can go and sign up. So I'll click on update, and that completes that step. To sign up with the courier company, you can go to the courier tab, which is just above the shipping, and this is where you can see the various courier companies. So I'll advise that you should sign up with Ship or ShipRocket to get the delivery charges, and based on the delivery charges that they have provided, you can sign up with or you can set up the shipping zones. In case you are having a difficulty, you can reach out to us, and we have tutorial material which we can share with you, or our help desk team will guide you in setting up the shipping zone. All right. So we'll again go back to the home screen to complete the next step. So we have clicked on the home shaped icon, and this is where it is activate online payment. So we'll click on get paid, and which will again bring us to the settings section, and this is where we are in the payment. So we have a number of payment gateways which are integrated onto the platforms, but for now, because we are just setting it up, so I think we can enable, for now, we can enable cash on delivery. And at a later point in time, if you are a B2B store and you're just generating inquiries, in that case, obviously it is not relevant. But if you are a B2C store, so you can enable online payment acceptance and enable payment gateways, and that will allow you to accept payment from your customers digitally as well. But don't submit your application until your website is complete, because if you are submitting the application while your website is not complete, that will simply get your application rejected, right? So please don't do that. Now, the next thing that we have to do, because this is where you must be thinking like, all the steps are done, wonderful. Now we are done. No, there are a few more steps that we have to do. And the next one is we have to click on the left navigation, which is My Store, and it will expand. There are a number of options which are there. So you have to click on navigation, which is here. So we'll click on navigation and we will set up the navigation. So in case you are curious, what is navigation? So all these options that we are seeing here, our company, products, contact us, these are all navigations which are set up. So anything that you are seeing in the header, that is navigation. So this is navigation, and we have to click on add menu item, this button, and which will open an overlay. On the overlay, we have to define what is the navigation. So navigation can have multiple levels. In fact, let me show you with an example. So if we are coming to this website, sportswear is level 1, men is level 2, t-shirt is level 3, and if I expand it further, round neck, collar neck, polos, etc., these are level 4. So maximum 4 level of navigation can be there. So there's level 1, level 2, level 3, and level 4. All right. So I'll just create 3 levels to help you understand how you can do that. So this is where I'll create the first level as men's fashion, and I'll set it up basis category. Now, the important point that you should remember while you're creating the navigation is that it should not have multiple, right? So you're using category and you're using product also, right? If I'm doing that, it will give an error. Certainly, you have to choose any one. It is written here also. Any one option has to be selected. Now, a common mistake that we see people making with the navigation is they will select multiple options. More than one has not to be selected. Only one option has to be selected. So we're using the category option, and we have to click on save, and the first navigation level is created. Wonderful. Let's create the second one, which is shirt. So we'll create shirt, and again, we'll select the products from the category, click on save, and we'll create. This is the third one, and this is where we can select the category or we can select the products. For a difference, we'll select the product this time. Click on save. Now, all of these are on the same level, right? So the hierarchy is not there. So now we have to give the hierarchy. To do that, we have to drag the item towards the right, right? So we are dragging it. Now, it may appear to fly off the screen. No worries. You have to just click on this button which says update navigation, and now you can see it has become a subcategory. So shirt is now a subcategory of men fashion. Now we have to make casual fashion a subcategory of shirt. So we have to drag it further towards the right. Now it is appearing like a inverted stairs. Again, click on update navigation. So any change that you are making here, unless you are clicking on update navigation, it will not get applied. So you have created the navigation. Now the next thing that we have to do is we have to go to themes, and we have to apply the theme. By default, any theme that you have chosen during the process, it does not get applied. So you have to come here and you have to click on this button which says actions, and then you have to click on apply button. That is where the theme gets applied. So the theme is getting applied. Now, the next thing that we have to do is to click on the store preview. This is the store view. You can see the theme is live now. And now we have to click on this button which says store preview. We'll click on that and it will open another tab. This is the admin preview. Now, many times participants or users, when they open the store preview, they get terrified that what is happening here? There are so many yellow dots and empty placeholders. They feel like there's something wrong that I have done. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong that you have done. All this is appearing because this is a store's owner's view. This is something that you are going to use to visually customize your online store. What all can you do from here? One is you can customize the colors. So for example, we want to customize these colors. So I can click there and I can customize. So this is currently black. I can come here, I can click and I can change it. Let's change it to red. Red is just like it is a brighter color, so easy to identify. This is where we can change, we have changed the color to red, right? So this is something that you can do. The second thing that you can do is to upload banners. To upload the banners, you have to click on this yellow dot, which will open this overlay. On this overlay, you can click on the placeholder and it will reveal the dimensions of the banners that has to be created. Now, it is important that when you're getting the banners created or you're creating it yourself, you should ensure that the banners are exactly of the dimensions which are specified here. If they are of a different dimensions, then your website will not look professional. So that is a very important point that you should keep in mind. To upload the banners, once the banners are ready, you have to click on this placeholder, which will again sorry for the fumble, which will again open the image manager. On the image manager, we'll be using the banner folder and we will click on upload. We will again select the banners from our device. So I have the banners here. Well, let's select or let's select all of them. So all the banners are getting uploaded. So I'll select this one. This is the desktop image and this is the mobile image. So you have to get two separate banners for desktop and mobile. Why are we not using or resizing the same image and displaying it on mobile? For two reasons. One is uh, for the purpose of load speed. So the load speed is not good if you're using a larger image on a mobile device. Second is the visual presentation. So because laptops and desktops are horizontal screens, whereas mobile is a vertical screen. So anything which is designed for a horizontal screen, no matter how artistically you are resizing it, it will never look that nice on a mobile screen. And obviously the text which you have added on a desktop banner is designed for a larger screen as compared to a text the same text may not be visible on a mobile, right? So that's why it is required that you are creating and uploading separate banners for desktop and mobile. Lastly, to link the banner, because every banner has a purpose, it has to guide the customer to a specific place. You can just copy the link and input it here in this link input field or box, and then click on apply, and a banner will get uploaded. So the banner is uploaded. I will just quickly add one more banner because this is a slideshow. So sorry, I think I accidentally clicked on that. There's the second one. So banners, and let's select this one, this second image, and apply. So now we have two. Let's upload one more, third banner. So maximum is 5 that you can upload. Now, in case you're wondering why am I spending your time uploading multiple banners, because this is a scrolling banner. So just to show you that it is functional, it needs more than one banner. So that's why I'm uploading 3 banners. So we have uploaded the banners. So again, what are the actions that you can take on the store preview? You can customize the color scheme, not just of the navigation. There are any element that you're seeing here, or even on the category page. So for example, if I take you to the product page, that's where you can customize these buttons. So anywhere you're seeing these yellow dots, you'll be able to customize the color. All right. So once we are done, we have to click on save and publish. So this is where you can see save. You have to click on that. And then you have to click on publish, which will complete this journey, and we have created the online store. So this is where you can see the congratulatory message. There's confetti falling from the sky. So it shows that you have done the job, you have completed the process. This is how you have to create your online store. Obviously, you have to upload the remaining products and you have to get the banners, etc., visual uh, elements added. If you are into B2C, you have to get shipping and logistic enabled. If you are into B2B, you have to ensure all the information, especially the content pages, etc., they are all properly created. So you have to do all that. So this is the starting point, but you have done, you have completed majority of the journey, right? So this is how you have to create your online store. And this is where I am now going to turn off the screen share and we'll break into the question answer round. So far, I don't see a question in the Q&A. So if you have a question, please do feel free to add that, or please do add that. In the meantime, while you're adding your questions, I'll quickly share my contact details and the contact details of our help desk, so that if any one of you would like to connect with us, you can do that easily. So let me share my details with you. So I've chatted my contact details, and I am also going to chat the help desk contact details. So I've chatted them, or I've shared them in the chat. I also mentioned to you that I will be sharing a tutorial video, which you can refer to understand the process of uploading the product. So I'm going to share that link as well. I can see there's one question in the Q&A. I'll answer that, although I've shown that already, but I'll answer that question once again. All right, so the first question that I can see is from Reenu Bhatia ji, and the question is, can we add videos also? Yes, certainly you can do that. In fact, I'm not sure if you were present at that time. So when I was showing you, I showed an example of a seller wherein they had uploaded the video. So let me share my screen momentarily for a few seconds and show you that. Right, so I've started the screen share once again. This is where you can see a product video is added. So it can be, you can upload it on YouTube or you can upload it on Google Drive and you can embed in the description. This is how you can show the product video. All right. So I hope that answers the question. Next question is if you have 4 or 5 categories and we want each product video, yes, you can upload it in each product. That question was also from Renu ji. Next question is from Gayatri ji, and the question is quite interesting. Her question is how to increase the product visibility to customers and get frequency in orders on Linker.store. So this is where, although this is something which requires a lengthy explanation, I'll try to create a video around that, a tutorial video, or we'll do a webinar. But the on the broader level or on a macro level, if I have to share with you a few pointers, the very first thing that you should get started, and this is something which I've seen a lot of businesses ignore, is they immediately start or want to start selling without even evaluating how good their website is. So you should start with the content. You have to ensure that the content is absolutely up to the mark. You can use certainly AI. And when I'm referring to content, it is not just the product description, it is your product title, it is your product description, it is your product visuals. They should have all text, etc. And then your search engine optimization required meta title keyword schema should be there. There are schema validators which you can use to check that. So you have to firstly ensure that your website's information, which is required by the customer to make that purchase decision, is absolutely up to the mark. It is properly added, and all the required pieces are there. Once you have ensured that, once your website is ready and it does not have any issues or any shortcomings with respect to the content, then the next thing where you have to focus on is at least the indexability of the website, right? So there's a tool called Google Search Console. Using that, you can check whether all the pages which are there on your website, whether they are indexed or not. Unless they are indexed, obviously people will not be able to find them and what kind of search traffic, etc. is coming. So, or if there are issues with your website, a speed issue or anything, any other issue which is there, you'll be able to understand that with that tool. So that is the second thing that you should do. The third is you should integrate Google Analytics in Microsoft Clarity. And that is something that you should do before you start any form of advertising, because you would want to monitor what is happening on your online store, right? So a lot of time I've seen businesses or business owners have this problem that we are not getting uh, enough traction or enough orders, etc. And a counter question which I obviously ask is, what is the kind of traffic that you're getting on your website, right? So what is your click-through rate? What is your bounce rate? And they have absolute no clarity, right? Obviously, because you're not getting orders is one thing, but how many people are actually entering your shop? No one is buying your product. That is a secondary thing, but how many are coming? You have to firstly ensure that enough people are coming. If enough people are coming and they're not making a purchase, then what is wrong? And using Microsoft Clarity, you'll be able to understand how they're going through the website, right? So it is almost like you have a recording. There's a camera on the website, and that is recording every action that the customer is taking, how your banners are performing, how your text is performing. So all that information is available, and then you can start your promotional activities that will come after that. So once you have ensured that you have proper mechanism to track how the advertising is performing, how your customers are performing, then you should start a promotion. In addition to that, you should also uh, link up with the required channels. So, for example, GlobalLinker Marketplace or ONDC or your Indian business portal in case you are into export. So those kind of sales channels should also be linked up. So I think although this is a question which requires a more detailed discussion, but in whatever time we have, I've tried to answer that. So those were the questions. There's a question in the chat that I can see from Mr. Vimal. And his question is, there a paid version of GlobalLinker as well? So the as a DIY solution or as a do-it-yourself solution, it is absolutely free, but there are freemium features or premium features which requires a plan upgrade. So the basic plan is feature packs and everything which I was showing you. It is on the free plan. But if you want to utilize those premium features, you can certainly upgrade. That option is available. And there is one more service which is available. So a lot of time business owners have this problem that we don't have time to learn all these steps and then do it ourselves. And even if we try to do it, may not be a very professional looking online store. So they want someone to do it for them. So that service is also available. So if there's a participant who want us to create an online store for them, obviously it is a paid service, but as a service, it is also available, right? And to answer Mr. Vimal's question, we are a freemium platform. So where the basic solution is available absolutely free, you can use it, but there are premium features. So if you want to utilize a premium feature, that's where you have to upgrade to a premium package. Any other question? Any other last question before we conclude the session? We have overshot our time by almost half an hour. But any last question before we conclude the session for today? Next question is from Mr. Vimal. So, Mr. Vimal, you can drop an email to me. I've already shared my contact details in the chat. So, you can drop an email to me and I will connect you with the concerned person. In fact, I'll share my contact details once again. I am sharing the details once again with everyone as well. So, just where before we conclude the session for today, if you have any question, if there's anything which is not clear to you, or when you have set up your online store, if you would want to get it reviewed, please do feel free to reach out to me. You have my email ID. Please do feel free to reach out. Now, in addition to that, you have our help desk email IDs as well. So if you're getting stuck or if you're facing any issues, please drop an email on our help desk and or you can call up the help desk as well. And our help desk team will be more than happy to assist you. If you are feeling that you're not getting help or your issue is not getting resolved, you can also mark that email to me so that I can ensure that your issues, your challenges are getting addressed. In addition to that, one request that I would want to make with everyone is that don't treat it as a one-time interaction. This is something that I'm looking like a relationship. So once you are set up your online store, please do share it with me for a review. I would like to connect on a one-on-one session. I'll share my inputs. I'll share my suggestions on how you can improve it and how you can approach the market, how you can grow it, right? So please do share your online stores as well with me for review and obviously a one-on-one session. All right, so this is where we'll conclude this session for today. Thank you everyone for your valuable time. I hope you found the session informative and I look forward to connecting with you in future for the one-on-one session. But bye-bye from our side for now.